In a typical cyclone event, the risk management officer can access the system and can view the current time and dates and also the last updated time of the system. This also gives him the option to view the forecasted cyclone track in 72 hours lead time, 48 hours and 24 hours. The default time is 72 hours because it gives the agency ample time to prepare and plan for the cyclone event. From the map, you can see that there are 3 cyclone tracks. We have the main cyclone track in the middle, which is the main forecast track. And we have the 90th percentile track and the 10th percentile track. Here we can see full information regarding the characteristics of the cyclone. Based on this, the officer can look at the information bar to see that the cyclone matches the conditions for activating response protocol by these green ticks we see. Also, there is an option to see the data being used for developing the system, and also an acknowledgement to inform users that their ultimate decision should be based on local context. Since the cyclone matches the conditions for activating the response protocol, then the officer can go ahead to calculate the arrival time of the cyclone, which is here, and thereafter also generate a report to have a full breakdown of the forecasted cyclone event. Here we have a cyclone summary showing specific details like the estimated time of arrival and also even the maximum sustained wind. Now, based on this information, the forecasted cyclone has been classified to be under the typhoon section because this is within 64 to 129 kt and forecasted cyclone is 65 kt. Also, there is an impact summary that shows the areas that have been affected, which are ranked based on high priority areas, medium priority areas, and low priority areas. This has been derived using a ranking formula whereby population exposure is given 35%, infrastructure impact is given 30%, and proximity is given 35%. We can also see a detailed summary of the areas that have been affected, where we see the priority lists in terms of high, medium, and low, and also the specific areas and districts and the estimated population of these particular areas. Here we can see the scores that have been assigned. This ranking is based on this score, which is derived from the population being 35%, infrastructure being 30%, and proximity being 35%. And also there is a column that shows the time left for the cyclone to meet these particular areas and the specific estimated arrival time in local time here. Here we have all the areas. Based on this, the officer can activate the response protocol, and there is a pop-up which shows that is he sure he wants to activate, and he clicks confirm, and information is sent to the organization regarding the upcoming cyclone event.
Before having this tool, one of my biggest challenges was the uncertainty of previous cyclone forecasts. The wide forecast cones could cover several provinces, and sometimes this meant pre-positioning supplies in the wrong place. Now I have more accurate results. With the 72, 48, and 24-hour view, I can see how the potential impact changes over time and prepare before the situation becomes critical. The tool helps me quickly confirm where the risk is and prioritize where the resources are most urgently needed. At the same time, technical forecast outputs were not always easy to interpret quickly, especially when I needed to make decisions under pressure. And once supplies were pre-positioned, moving them again was expensive and could delay the response. This interface helps me turn that complex information into clear priorities. Here, I can immediately see the provinces classified into high, medium, and low priority areas. The ranking is explained below so I can understand what is driving the prioritization without having to interpret complex technical outputs myself. If I select a high priority province, I can see the information I need to act, the affected population, the area at risk, and the estimated arrival time. This allows me to decide where to act first. For example, where to pre-position supplies, organize evacuation transport, prepare shelters, send boats if needed, or coordinate resources with nearby provinces that are less affected. And because the information is presented clearly in one interface, I don't need to spend time interpreting complicated technical outputs or switching between different sources. Ultimately, this helps me make faster, more confident decisions, reduce unnecessary repositioning of supplies, and coordinate the response before the cyclone arrives.